Hey everyone, welcome back to Edgeverse, where we explore the real stories and insights behind the US government shutdown. Every few years, America faces a government shutdown. Workers go unpaid, services stall, and the blame game begins. Who's responsible this time? Let's break it down clearly and fairly. So, who's really responsible this time? Democrats? Republicans? Or both? Let's break it down clearly, fairly, and without the political spin. When Congress and the president fail to agree on funding, the government literally runs out of legal authority to spend money. That's what we call a shutdown. Essential services like the military and air traffic control continue, but millions of federal workers either stay home or work without pay. By definition, a shutdown is a failure of both parties. Congress must pass spending bills, and the president must sign them. If that doesn't happen, everyone's share of responsibility is baked right in. But the truth isn't perfectly even. Some shutdowns lean heavily one way, depending on who's in power, what issues are on the table, and how stubborn each side gets. This time, Republicans passed a temporary funding bill, but it didn't include the health care subsidies that Democrats demanded. That bill died in the Senate. Democrats countered with their own version, with the subsidies, and that failed too. Result? Total deadlock. So, both parties technically share blame. But when we look deeper at power, control, and public opinion, the scales tilt. Most polls show more Americans blame Republicans this time, and here's why. First, Republicans currently control the agenda in Congress, so they have the greater responsibility to keep things running. Second, their funding bill excluded what Democrats view as essential, the health care subsidies that help millions afford coverage. Third, they didn't build enough bipartisan support to clear the Senate hurdle. Historically, the party in power takes more heat when things go dark. Let's be fair. Democrats could have accepted a temporary deal just to keep the lights on and negotiate the healthcare issue later. Instead, they held firm, refusing any funding bill that didn't meet their terms. That's principled or stubborn, depending on your point of view. In politics, sometimes being right doesn't matter if the country still shuts down. At its core, the shutdown isn't about one party or another. It's about how polarized Washington has become, how compromise now feels like surrender, and winning feels more important than governing. And that's the real tragedy. Because while politicians argue, real people, federal workers, families, and small businesses are the ones paying the price. So, who's to blame? Both parties share responsibility. But Republicans, who control more of the process right now, bear the heavier share for letting it happen. In the end, America doesn't need more finger-pointing. It needs grown-ups in the room, people willing to compromise before the next deadline hits. If you found this breakdown helpful, give this video a thumbs up, share it, and tell me in the comments, who do you think is most responsible for the shutdown? Democrats, Republicans, or both? And remember, AI is my good assistant in analyzing the facts and helping me explain them clearly for you. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.